minimum wage increases are coming to a state near you. And California is the first state to roll it out. Now, I saw this article a while back as in like February, but I was waiting on more details to tell you guys on what are they talking about. They had already said in California that they wanted to raise the minimum wage for hospitality workers. If you don't know what hospitality workers are, they're people that work in like hotels. Comment down below if you know any more hospitality workers, people that work at airports. Specifically, this increase would be for people that work in Los Angeles and Santa Monica that work at hotels with 60 or more rooms. Now, of course, I told you guys in plenty of videos when they start testing out stuff in California and in Los Angeles in particular, New York City in particular, San Francisco, different places, then that set the way for everybody else in the world. They're going to be seeing, well, let's try it here, let's try that. It's the same thing they doing with this EBT, food stamps situation, Section 8 situation, affordable housing situation. Everything is a test with the government to see how we respond to these things. So, as of July 1st, this is supposed to take place again in hotels, people that work in the hospitality industries with hotels, with certain hotels, I'm going to say, that have 60 or more rooms. So it says the city of Los Angeles, the minimum wage will increase to $22.50. In the city of West Hollywood, the minimum wage will increase to $20.22. In the city of Santa Monica, hotel workers that work at hotels that have 60 rooms or more will see an increase of $22.50 of minimum wage. If you work at LAX airport, now LAX airport workers have great benefits. To my understanding, they do have like they can give you a if you they have like buddy passes they can give their friends. I had a buddy pass before, just a little side note, but I didn't like it because you on standby. And if the plane fill up, guess what? You got to wait for the next plane. And then you won't stand by. And guess what? If that plane fill up, you got to wait for the next one. I don't have all day to spend at the hotel waiting on a buddy pass. I would rather spend my money to get what I want. And of course, all this stuff is if you get what type of connections you got. It's just all kind of loopholes and gray areas that have for all of these things that when it comes to networking, or if you got a friend in the family that's in the business. So all of that is what it is. A lot of this stuff is not what you know or not is all about who you know. Now, this proposal for the hotel or the hospitality industry is just one thing. This allegedly is supposed to go in effect July 1st, 2025, but then for $22 and more, depending on what city you're in Los Angeles, or I should say California, but people still say Los Angeles for different places in California. But what I'm saying is this minimum wage increase is going to go from $22 to $30 by 2028. Now, you guys know that California has some Olympics coming up. Next year, I believe California has the Super Bowl. So as long as things are coming to your state and your city, they're going to be wage increases or surrounding that year or surrounding that particular sport event or event at all. Now, this is not just gossip. This is a law that has already, which is a municipal ordinance in California for different cities in California. Different wage increases will be pertaining to different jobs in the hospitality industry. Also, they was talking about fast foods. Now, I believe, don't quote me, leave me a comment below if you heard anything about wage increases in your state. Let me know. But I believe that they were saying at what is the burger place in California everybody go to? I believe it's In and Out. Everybody likes In and Out in California. They got tons of them. They have lines all wrapped around them. Honey, I think you can make $20 an hour at In and Out right now because everything is so overpriced out here and expensive. The rent is still increasing. I just renewed my lease, y'all. It was $20 more a month. That's a big difference. $20 adds up a month. Not to mention all of the other things that's expensive: food, gas, water, everything. And in California, you got to pay When you pay for water, you got to pay a surcharge for plastic. You got to pay for bags. Like when I go to other states and other countries, I don't have to pay for plastic. So I don't know who came up with that. Now the bags are particularly a big difference from when I go to Chicago or Wisconsin. The bags are thinner, but who cares? It's a bag. They're thicker here because people recycle them and use them over and over again. Because of course, you don't want to. Some of these bags are 25 cents. Some of them are 50 cents. Even McDonald's right now is charging you 10 cents for a plastic for a paper bag at McDonald's. I can't use that, but come on, man. It's like everything is so expensive. I would love to see this minimum wage increase start here in California for hospitality workers and people that work in the fast food restaurant. Guys, we all are trying to make a living, so why not start it and continue it on to encourage people? If you want me to work and you want me to work at the fast food place, I need to be able to pay my rent. If you want me to get off of Section 8, if you want me to get off of low income housing, if you want me to get off these programs, I need to be able to pay my bills. I can't get off of them and lean on just me if I'm stuck in this rut. Also, you guys should be getting prepared to get trades. Have one or two trades. I'm going back to school right now. I've already did my application. I start in August. Yes, I'm 40. I'll be 48 this next month, and I'm going back to school. You can never get enough education. Things are changing, and you guys have to adapt to change. Minimum wage increases are changing, and guess what? Everything else gonna go up with minimum wage. They ain't giving us nothing. I told you guys, anything we get from this government, something else is gonna go up. We don't get nothing, honey. We don't get nothing. Us middle class, poor people, we don't get nothing. So we have to take advantage of any opportunities that we have in North America. It's a capitalist society. Everything is about money here. Minimum wage should have been went up. I remember when I first had my first job, it was like $8. And then I worked at a place that was paying me under the table. It was like $7. When I came to California back 10 years ago, they was telling me the minimum wage was $8. I'm like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me a person can live off $8 an hour in California? There's no way. Y'all packing it in. It got to be 10 people in the household. It can't be just two or three. It got to be about 10. That's just my opinion. But I'm glad to see this wage increase in California. Hopefully, it passes and they see a good increase in people getting off Section 8 because, again, that's the whole point of raising minimum wage. When they raise minimum wage, they're going to raise the poverty levels in these Section 8 programs, food stamp programs, affordable housing programs. They ain't just giving you this money. They're doing it for a purpose. So that means you won't be qualifying for your low income or Section 8. So that's why it's important. It's really, really important right now for you to be in school, doing something else, for you to be starting a business, trying to get your money together, for you to be coming together with your neighbors or your friends, your real friends, not those fake ones. Y'all know who they are. I ain't got to go into it in this video. Y'all need to be coming together to try to buy some property or land or commercial property or something like that to get some investments. Try to invest your money in some stock, a little here, a little there. Try to see if you can work some other things out to make some more income, passive income, because we all want to be asleep and wake up and some money's there. Make you a little website. Tell us about you. Find something. Find your creativity that you have. We all have we all are creative. We just don't know what it is yet. We all have talents. You got to tap into it. What are you good at? So those are the things that you can use for social media to get off these minimum wages and food stamps and Section 8. We don't want nothing from the government. We don't need them in our business telling us what to do. We don't need to be in a food stamps lines. We don't want nothing from them. We want to be able to be self-sufficient, take care of ourselves, have our own of everything, and we ain't got to worry about them being in our business. Okay, so I'm excited to see this wage increase in California. Let me know in the comment sections, have you heard any other states having wage increases coming? But I've been hearing for a while that this was going to be coming to California. The minimum ordinance has passed, and I'll keep you guys informed on everything else that's going on in California. My name is Yolanda. This is Jeanette Beauty TV, and I'll see you in the next video.